HVAC people!
All right, so I just doing the inspection. Well, I'm not doing an inspection. The inspection guy came over. That unit didn't have a sediment trap, so I put one in there. But as you can see, I got company. Hope those not the murder bees they've been talking about. But shit, I've been here a couple hours. Better get out their way. They haven't really been bothering me, but if it start heating up, this unit, the fan, it need a new control board because the fan keeps running without 24 volts to it. I took a thermostat out the wall, it won't shut off, so I can't really troubleshoot the heat. An inspection guy wrote that the heater wasn't working during the time of inspection. So I'm gonna write up a control board on that. I got a couple more things I gotta do, but you can see that that light keeping them occupied. But I'm finna get out their way. I have to get my light back some kind of way. But they can have all that. But they sprayed for them. He told me to wait till Tuesday, but I wanted to get it done this weekend, but I'm about to come back anyway. I guess the B guy told him they should be gone by next week. Like I say, I'm gonna have to come back anyway, but I have to figure out how to separate, because these ducts can't be touching. So I gotta do that. And this unit right here, like I say, the cooling does work at the thermostat, but the heater doesn't work. Like I say, you need a new control board. I know that for sure. But it didn't pass the temperature test also. I think it had a 22-degree split between the evaporator and the or Delta T. So I'm gonna have to maybe check the charge on that one. But I'm just gonna do that when I come back and replace that control board. Hopefully those bees are gone by then. Oh yeah, another thing is the inspection wrote up that doesn't have enough workspace. So I don't know, whenever they install this furnace, I don't know why they didn't turn it around. As you can see, just the back part of it, you gotta climb over there and you only have a certain amount of space to troubleshoot that unit. So we want me to, I'm gonna quote them on, I'm gonna see, maybe I can move it back maybe 3 inches. But I'm gonna have to see what I need to do that, because that's gonna require moving these boards and everything, so it's not gonna be cheap. That's an older unit, so depending on what he want to do, might want to try to upgrade this unit. Trying to see how I can get in there, but I probably can move this whole return right here, just get this out the way, the whole box, move it out the way. If we're gonna get a new unit, I can take it through there and then come back this way. As you can see, with all these 2x4s and 4x6s, can't get in there that way. So that's what I got going on this Saturday morning. I haven't even looked at this unit yet. I don't think it was too much going on with this unit. I think it passed. The only thing that failed on this one is the I think the outside units I got to redo the suction insulation. So I bought some Armor Flex for that one. Let's see here. Yeah, so this is the upstairs unit right here. You can hit a return. I can even see I got it on heat. It's not doing anything. It'll working cool, but I can turn it off. With this unit off right now, and I got the fan in auto. That fan should be off. Like I say, it'll work in cool mode. I can take the thermostat off the wall. I already have my meter and kind of check voltage at the control. So even with the unit off, you can take this green wire off right here and go to the controller. And I don't know if you can hear it, but that fan is still on. So it's definitely a control board issue, so I can't really even troubleshoot the heat without it's still blowing. I can't troubleshoot the heat without getting that fixed first. So like I say, I quote them on getting that bad boy replaced. Let me see here. Like I say, that's pretty much all I got with that unit right there. Let me see. So this how the, see they got the arrow pointing to it. They didn't have a sediment trap, so I did install one. They just had an elbow coming out of there. And then go straight down. But you see how much room, space. Really no space to work with. So let me see, 1, 2, no drip. You see no adequate workspace. So I'm gonna see what they want to do. See if I can move that back or but I'll do that next time. Let me see, the furnace not operating. See, the furnace not operating time of inspection. Hopefully just a control board issue. And I'll replace that. Let me see. Say B1, the insulation is missing or damaged, so I'm gonna replace that Armor Flex. Number 2, the upstairs AC unit is running higher than normal temperatures. Oh, we got a 23-degree differential. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and check my pressures. I got my gauges around. I'm gonna go ahead and check the pressures while I'm here, cause I can't run in AC mode. And if it's low on refrigerant or something like that, I will quote them the next time I come out. You see the insulation. I'm gonna walk around there and show the insulation also. Filter type, disposable, there's micro channel growth in the plenum, ductwork, evaporator. Yeah, so I gotta patch up some air leaks. The ducts do not have proper separation. So that's pretty much it on this one. I show you the ones they talking about right here. So, and that's the mold I guess they talking about. So I'm gonna get some foil tape and seal all that up. Maybe even re-pookie it. But that's about it. Yeah, so I bought some new Armor Flex I put on there. I think I just need maybe 2 sticks. Let me see, 2 sticks of that. Go ahead and take care of that. I got some foil tape. I already got that scrap up there with a staple gun. Separate that insulation. So we'll take a look at used to be a pool back here. I seem like I did some work on this house a while back. I'm not sure. Some of these houses so cookie cutter. They had the same setup, but I don't know. It started all look the same, but you see the so we're gonna redo all that. on both of them. So I cut that away. Like I said, I got my gauge. I'm gonna take the top out and go ahead and check the pressures. So at least I know where we need to go from there. Maybe do a leak search. Find out why that's not cooling. Like I say, that's the upstairs one. Like I say, I don't know exactly what year, but I'm sure gonna offer a new unit. There we go, right there. 2003, 17 years. So we'll see what they say. This one right here been replaced. This is like an ICP or carrier. Yeah, 'cause this one look new upstairs too with that coil. What a year it on the serial number. What that? E14. 2014. Well, yeah, that's what I got. Like I said, hard. I can't really remember, but seemed like a year and a half ago I came and seemed like I replaced the drain pan, but I went in the attic. The attic don't look nothing like what I thought it was. But anyway, let me. All right, it look a little better there, don't it? Oh, good old Armorflex adhesive. I like to cut mine and glue it from the bottom so you can't see they and they had tape on that what they call seal tight, liquid tight on that wire right there. So I just went on and taped it back up. But it looked like on that seal tight, I need to write it up, it was cut. That's the reason why they put that tape on there. It would cut like a dog or something came back here biting on it. But it run through this wall right here. Because it doesn't have, the disconnect is this breaker right here. So I'll see what they say if they want to replace that. All right, we out. So we're gonna separate all this duct. Ooh. See them two pieces right there? That one laying on top of that one. We'll get that separated. I'll probably have to lower this return duct a little bit to get it off that one right there, this supply duct. Woo! Got my light back. Finna get up out of here though. I lowered that one. I don't know if you can see it, but it's not touching. Not touching no more. So I grabbed my light. Probably kind of stirred them up, but I gotta go back over there. I might do it when I come back. But I gotta go seal that them air leaks on that unit. So I'm finna go poke that boy off. Then I'm finna go wipe that mold off that unit. Just told them bees like this light, but another tip too, when you know you're gonna have a inspection on you, you can learn a lot from inspection too. That's another tip. But like, since I know he coming behind me, true enough, I'm gonna pookie this up and seal all the air leaks. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this mold too. You might not have the same inspector come out. As long as they don't see this mold and stuff, you good. You learn a couple of tricks along the way. But a good thing about pulling a permit and getting work inspected too, you learn a lot. Oh shit, see them bees like that light. But I'm finna do this in the dark so I can go ahead and get done. I'm gonna turn the light off. All right. Whoa. See that there? That look a lot better there. It look brand new. See, they're gonna pass all day long. All right. All right, so this is something I like to do for my customers also. This is the inspection. You see it, this page 31, 51. So you know, inspection, when somebody inspects the house when they're about to buy or sell, they go through the whole house. So it's roofing stuff on here, electrical, plumbing, but HVAC, I only had like 4 pages of correction to make. These are the color copies. We see this one didn't have that sediment trap that I was talking about. Cause I think early in the video I showed the copies, which I have here. And as far as they couldn't troubleshoot the heater because, well, they wasn't going to troubleshoot anyway. They couldn't get access to the heater because of the space. There's a recommendation that we can do something, but I ain't really nothing I can do about the space access to the heater unless we move it or reposition the whole unit and turn it around. So I mean, I don't think it's a code. Where was that? Let me see. So that one right there. Looking for, yeah. So A2, as you can see, there is not adequate workspace or pathway to the furnace as recommended. So recommended like a recommendation. So it's not code or law because you can get to it, but you got to be, I guess, a slim person. A big person probably can't get back there. So if a technician got to come out, a company needs to send somebody, you know, that can get back there. So, like I say, there was nothing I could do as far as that goes. Let me see. Lost my page. Let's get back on track here. Page 30. So you see that's all electrical stuff there that has nothing to do with me. It's all the heating equipment. So as you can see, it's like A1, A2, A3. Like I say, nothing I can do about A2. So I worked on A1 and A3, which is A3. I think they need a control board. Well, I know they do. You see B1 and B2 insulation, and they were talking about the delta T on B2. You see this is the insulation right here that goes back to B1. You see C2, the micro, the growth from the air escaping from the ductwork, and you see C3 is the ductwork separation. So what I like to do, so the customer, of course, he already got the copy of the inspection. So so these are the 4 pages that I need. As you see, they're in black and white. You see the microchannel growth. See the ducts not separated. So I will put this in a PDF. So I attach this to my invoice. So I printed out everything that I did, and you see the numbers that say C2. So that's my C2 and the work that I did. You see, I cleaned the microchannel growth, and I also put that clean microchannel growth from evaporated and sealed ducts And you can see where I put the Pookie on there to seal that air that was escaping through there. A1, I put a new gas line up there, so I added that. So they got a visual, because you know the contractor or the landlord or the realtor, they're not gonna get up in this attic. So now they have a visual. So when I send my invoice, I have no problem getting paid, because you can actually see the work, you know, that I've done. And I send this through my scanner, and I put it all in one PDF, so they can just use their mouse like this, and you know, and just scroll down there. It's gonna be page by page. I got everything in order. As you can see, like A2. That's why Diagnosing need a new control board. I'm just telling them that the fan run continuously and the heater not coming on. Without that control board, I really can't even troubleshoot the heat, you know, because it can be a bad flame sensor, anything going on with a pressure switch. But you got to get this control board replaced before I can move along with that one. So I'm gonna send them a quote for this control board replacement, and that's probably hopefully it'll fix the heater come on, but that's probably all it's gonna need. So that's A1, A2. I got them in order. Like I said, I send it through you see I put the insulation on there and put that great stuff on there just to, you know, do the caulking. So they have a visual. So that's B2. So I just put it in order right here for B1 and this B2 right here. So I added this as far as the pressure was it was yeah. So anyway, this unit is kind of old. I forgot how old it was. I think 2002, so about 18 years old. So I'm just showing them kind of like the condition of the unit. See, I got my arrow point to the condenser coil. Somebody bypassed that pressure switch right there. You know, upstairs unit, low suction pressure. Switch was bypassed and the condenser coil damaged. So when I kind of throw it in this ear, you might want to think about replacing that unit. You see the condition, but like I said, I don't know they're trying to sell it or rent it just to get by. You know, that's totally up to them, but they can see the condition of the unit. You say C2, like I say, just in order. See, we did the work for that one, and you can see why I separated all the touch and duct work. This is a visual. It was more duct work throughout the attic that I went through and separated, but this is the only one that the inspector pointed out. So, like I say, that's kind of like how I like to do things. You know, you go the extra mile, and you know, I mean, this basing is not necessarily necessary, but like I said, I like to go the extra mile, and yeah, I get a good review. You know, and like I said, I've been doing work for this guy in the past, and I show up the same way. So I pretty much get all this. Every time he buys, sell a home, he always calls me, because, like I said, I like to go the extra mile and try to stick out and do things, you know, probably a lot of the big companies not even doing. So, but all right, that's what we got.